Oh, let's see. I want to do that. Well, hopefully I didn't forget anything. Get some heat flowing in the truck this morning. It's supposed to be cold. Well, it was cold last night because it was so freezing, but tonight and tomorrow night are supposed to be cold as well. Hopefully I can find some more pallets because the place I was getting pallets from, they were free, but they listed it as sold, so they must be out of pallets. Ooh, I hit that tree branch. The heat is in the engine block, it's in the radiator. My knife, got my lighter, my wallet. Should be alright. I am kind of worried about some of the plants that I planted, or the seeds that I planted last week, getting through the germination period when it's cold like this. I'm probably not going to plant anything this week because I know it's supposed to be cold. So I'm going to skip a week and then start planting again next Sunday. I found a white spruce, which is used for Christmas trees. So I took and propagated some of that and cleaned up the mother plant to see if she'll grow better. Turkey, where's all your friends, dude? We'll see how that goes. Figure by the time I get out to the big road, I'll at least have one or two people on. Try to have a conversation. Do it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, school is closed for the week. I was hoping some people would get on so I could make a big announcement, but I guess not. Come on, guy, let's go. Doesn't even have tailgate on his truck. What are you doing, bro? I'll catch him in a minute. Or 10. Didn't look like he was traveling that fast. Windows are starting to clear up. Oh, they put a mobile home in that lot. Huh. All right, let's get up to speed here. Something like that. Yeah. This will give people a yearning for summertime when the school buses aren't running anymore. Well, I don't think anybody's going to get on because I've changed the format, but I'm going to announce it anyways. And I'll keep announcing it on other streams, on my shorts. Not on like shorts, but YouTube shorts. Yesterday we had the first wedding on the farm. It was unfortunate that it was raining all day, but we managed. My stepson and his now wife got married. That was exciting. Looks like today might be an all right day. finally caught that truck that I was waiting to go by me. And I'm not going to pass him. I'm just going to ride behind him. Gas is too expensive to be passing people like that. To grab a propane tank. That's all right. Always tomorrow. That water out there on the river is just about smooth as glass. Boy, it's only 7:30. I've noticed last couple of weeks since the snow kind of all melted away, that I don't know why I didn't notice it in the wintertime, but Mondays, not a whole lot of traffic. Wednesdays, a little bit more. But by the time Friday and the weekend rolls around, people are crazy out here. So this truck and I were cruising right along till somebody pulled out in front of him. And now it's barely doing the speed limit, bro. Good morning, whoever you may be. I just been rattling on. Okay, and they're gone. I just been rattling on about random stuff, but I like to talk about the farm stuff and what's been going on the farm. I mentioned earlier in the stream when nobody was here that my stepson and his wife got married yesterday on the farm, on the property that we live on. Close to the dam, that water is still like a mirror, smooth as a mirror. Daffodils. I keep seeing daffodils. I think those are daffodils. Like to get my hands on those. Those are an early bloomer too. Those are like one of the first things that come up. Like even my daylilies aren't I mean, they're 4 or 5 inches tall now. The goal with all the ornamental stuff that I have, the red columbines, the daylilies, the autumn joy sedum, if I don't take, the ones I don't use for cuttings that I let grow, those are going to be all compost. When my stepson and his wife came up, well, it wasn't his wife at the time, but they brought a bunch of seeds like cucumbers, squash, tomatoes, onions. Because I guess where they're from, when you buy a certain amount of stuff at the grocery store, you get free seed packets. Boy, that sun is just in my face. And after like 4 days of overcast days, this is bright. Still looking for scrap metal. That's another sort of farm-esque thing. I'm farming scrap metal, turning it into a pink piece of paper, and then at some point I can take my pink pieces of paper and cash them in. Ooh, pallets. Somebody might grab those before I come back through, but I'll have to try to remember those later. I'll already have wood chips, but I've got my straps, I think. I don't have my straps. Oh, maybe they're behind me. Yeah, they're behind me. So I might still be able to pick those up later. Because I've actually been using those straps a lot. Now that I figured out how to use them. I thought, I don't have a lot of experience with tying things down. But I thought like the extra line looped into the handle of the strap. But I figured out that if I just loop it through and hold the loose end tight and strap things down, that I don't have to worry about binding up my straps. This guy's just walking with a bunch of stuff. There is a blue Civic down here somewhere. Right in there? No. Where is that? It just sits in there. Yeah, right in there. Don't mind that truck. I was telling my wife this morning, I didn't hear a bus, and then I remembered that it was spring vacation, which should save me a little bit of time in the drive. But I leave at just a certain time where I don't really have to worry about the buses anyways. There's like one bus down towards Brewer that I usually get stuck behind. But if I do see scrap metal, I am going to pull over. couple of spots down here on the Bradley Road that usually every once in a while we'll put out scrap metal. Probably what I'll do today, as long as the weather cooperates, I'll have to check the weather later, is get wood chips, go pick up some of them pallets or see if they're still there, and maybe load up with some scrap metal. I'm going to text my wife to see if we've got 2 full-grown men up at the house that should be able to at least pull the scrap metal out into the trail. Oh, the other thing that I was talking to my wife about is setting up some rules when people visit. Like a day visit, fine. I don't expect people to work, but when we're here for a week or several days, I expect something to get done while I'm at work. That's kind of how the community works. Anybody that works out in the community, the people that are still on the farm have to do something. It's not a flop house. I never liked that. Living in town when I was homeless, never liked the idea of a flop house. If you're not working, get off my couch. Oh, let's set cruise control. Out there. I think I'm past most of the sunshine, so I can get the visor out of the way. Yeah, these guys, I think, got rid of all their scrap metal. There is a little greenhouse farm situation down here on the right. Oh yeah, this guy's in a hurry. I'm not even going to try to get up to any higher of a speed. You can go for it, fella. Oh boy. Interesting. You gonna do it? You know you want to. You're gonna have another chance here in about 45 seconds. Here's your chance. Do it. No cars coming. Oh, lost your chance. Another chance. Not a good one, but it's your chance. You're gonna try it now? You can do it. I'm giving you every opportunity to pass me, bro. He's backed off a little bit. Turn off the cruise control. Just coast down to the stop sign. Boy, I'm wicked early. It's crazy. I hear the birds chirping. Might be my car though. Third. Oh, it was the dude looking up the road. I was like, it looks like a dog sitting in the driver's seat. Well, that should give me a few minutes anyways to stop and use the bathroom. Give me a chance to peruse everybody's trash, see if there's any scrap metal or anything I can salvage. A couple of trailers there for sale. Too bad I don't have a hitch. Boy, wouldn't I love to have a trailer though. Like an old pop-up camper that's mostly dismantled. All I want is the body of it. I don't want the pop-up part. Would probably save me a little bit of gas if I had a neutral cutoff switch. This little handle here, almost like an e-brake bar. Pop it in neutral going down hills. It can save a little bit of gas. Yep. Tried to avoid it. When you drive the same road every single day, you kind of figure out where all the little potholes are and little quirks in the road. Christmas tree, old Christmas tree, old Christmas tree. These folks out for a walk this morning. That's nice. Not really seeing much in the form of salvage materials. I guess with no school this week, I could leave the house a little bit later. Yeah, I'm definitely going to stop and use the bathroom. There's no doubt about it. It's only 7:52. I don't need to be at work until technically 8:30. I'm interested to see how many cars are going to be in the lot this morning. Interested to see how long it's going to take for people to swap over to horizontal format to catch up on the shows in the mornings, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah, not a whole lot of really salvage items I'm seeing. So once I get to the store here to use the bathroom, I'm going to cut off the live even though nobody's there. There was one person very briefly, like halfway through the ride. I guess it was because I wasn't doing farm talk specifically. Well, you know, when you have an ADHD brain, this person. Well, I guess until probably this afternoon, I'm going to end the stream.